Contrary to possibly popular belief, I must admit that this season of singleness has been one of the greatest underestimated gifts. It has stretched me in ways that I didn't expect, but it has also taught me how to say both no and yes. In the words of my good friend Natasha, shout out Natasha J, it has taught me how to proceed with caution, but how to also allow myself to remain open and to allow myself to receive the pleasure of adoration, of being adored. And sometimes when we have experienced hurt, betrayal, pain, or fear, we shut down and will not allow ourselves to explore. And so it becomes a situation where it has to be either or. In this season of singleness, I have allowed myself to be able to hold, space for myself safely and healthily within boundaries. I've turned down pursuits that I had to be honest with myself, even with all the things and the silver platters, and being able to literally just make a change in my life. I really wasn't ready for. And that took integrity and it took honesty. And I also had to allow myself to be able to hold space for receiving, just from people who were wanting to pour into me from a state of genuine care and admiration, and allow myself to enjoy that just without having to be anxious about what's on the other side of that, or pressuring myself to feel like I have to have some type of exchange out of obligation or out of guilt. No. When I am communicating clearly what it is that I do and don't desire and what my boundaries are, that is the integral part. I've had to learn balance when it comes to pleasure and enforcing proper boundaries, even when it was difficult and hard, but having to honor what was safe for me. And also have to choose honesty and integrity over convenience and gifts and trips and all the pleasurable things, the possibility of what just saying yes could bring. But really, and I want to say no, then that's just not the way to go. So I've had to choose clarity over confusion. And I've had to choose myself instead of lustful delusions. I had to rhyme that time. In this process, I have learned a greater understanding of myself and how to honor myself, who I am, where I am, what I want, and what I don't want. And that is just as important. And to be truthful and honest in that, because it's not okay to manipulate another's desire for me in ways that can just benefit me, even though I know that I have no intent to reciprocate the same desire for them. And it's not okay for me to allow another person to project their desires or their intent on having me if I know that it does not align with me wholly. It's a waste of time. It can be a drain because by entertaining it, you're still having some form of an exchange. Clarity purifies intent and it dismisses passivity. And who wants to be passive with their time, their body, their life force energy? So there will be no pacifying here. Singleness isn't absent, it's alignment. And some of us need a season to really declutter our heart, soul, mind, and even our time. Okay? Clear it. Cut it. This is the type of work that we discuss in my course, Reclaiming Sexuality. In Module 1, we tap into unpacking your sex story, where your patterns begin and how they have shaped you and how you view sex. And in Module 2, we discuss reframing boundaries and seeing boundaries as acts of love, not just rules, and how you can gain different tools to gain clarity in order to love, honor, and respect yourself whenever you engage in any form of intimacy, physical, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, all the ways, socially, with another, when it comes down to being and entertaining a lover. I'm just playing, y'all, but I'm for real. Check me out, clovespeaks.com, Reclaiming Sexuality. I'll see you there.